Peace be upon you and Allah's mercy and blessings, friends who are blessed by Allah. In the history of the prophets, the Prophet Sulaiman AS is known as a leader who has an extraordinary miracle. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him a kingdom that was not possessed by anyone before, including power over humans, jinn and animals. However, behind the glory there is a story full of wisdom about its agreement with Jin Ifrit. What is the story like? Let's look together. God bestowed to the Prophet Sulaiman the ability to understand the language of birds, bow the wind, and control the jinn and his troops. There are various groups of jinn, including Jin Ifrit, who is famous for being strong and clever. One time the Prophet Sulaiman wanted to test the abilities of his subordinates with a big task. One day the Prophet Sulaiman heard about the kingdom of Radasaba, led by a wise queen named Balkis. Prophet Sulaiman wanted to show the miracle of God's power and test the loyalty of his followers with one challenge: who among you can bring the throne of Radasaba to me before he came to see me? Hearing that, Jin Ifrit advanced confidently. Jin Ifrit said, I will bring it to you before you stand up from your seat. I'm strong and can be trusted in this task. However, before the Prophet Sulaiman agreed to the offer, a man who had knowledge from God said, I will bring it to you in a blink of an eye. Subhanallah, with God's permission, the throne was present so fast, even faster than the offer of Jin Ifrit. Seeing this, Jin Ifrit realizes that his strength is still limited compared to the science that comes from God. Prophet Sulaiman also advised Ifrit and his nation to submit to God. On that occasion, the Prophet Sulaiman made an agreement with the jinn, including Ifrit. The agreement is that the jinn will work in certain tasks, build a palace, dig mine, and do other heavy work. In return, they will live in protection and get justice under the leadership of the Prophet Sulaiman. This is one of the wisdom of the Prophet Sulaiman. He not only relies on strength but also justice in leading the creatures that are under his orders. Friends, there are many lessons that we can take from this story. Everything happened with God's permission. The miracles that occur in this story are not solely because of the Prophet Sulaiman or his followers, but because of God's will and permission. Subhanallah, so many lessons we can take from the stories of the prophets. Friends who are blessed by Allah, the story of the Prophet Sulaiman and his agreement with Jin Ifrit is evidence of how great the power of God is. From this story we learn that the knowledge given by God is a true power that exceeds physical strength. Hopefully this story adds to our faith and makes us more convinced that there is nothing more powerful than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share so that more people benefit from Islamic stories full of wisdom. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.